Convert on fourth.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Trubisky will come up here first and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 49.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10.
I'm coming after you. Alert.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Hey, they're scared. Mike 50. Here we go.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Redskins on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Come on, D. Hey, check. Mike 50.
Now it's Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Check. Hey, alert. Hey, Haywood.
They're going on fourth down. It's Trubisky. He's going to go for a big play. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Brandon Cooks. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up first and 10 at their own 43. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On second and a couple, Trubisky, and he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, he'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Trubisky now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Mike's 50.
Now Trubisky to throw, and that's complete to McCaffrey. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Bravo. Watch Mike. Let's go, Ty.
Throwing here, Trubisky, and that's complete to Cooks. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another 1st down.
Hey. We got 3. 3 down. Hey, look, 3.
Watson looks to throw again. It's Kelsey on the ground. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a 1st down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we all
pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Wahoo!
Now Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Hey, orbit. Wide, get wide.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. He's letting it fly for Cooks, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I loved one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Check, check. Lucky. Lucky. I can afford. I can deny. Check 25.
Here's Watson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. It's a 6-yard carry. It does put him just a few yards short of the goal line, but 4th down coming up.
It went for broke on 3rd down, and it would have really lit up the sideline if that one had worked. What do they do now on 4th down?
Hauschka's kick is good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Come off the ball. Hey, Alpha.
Trubisky will throw. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, Mike's 7.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. He gets it to Cooks. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Alert, alert. Hey, exit. Mike's 50. Get that quarterback. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now it's Trubisky. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Brandon Cooks with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson, deep ball for Goodwin. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
No, check that. We got Mike 52.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. It's caught left side by Cooks. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Five.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Here's Trubisky. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's Trubisky. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Redskins on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, Delta.
Trubisky to throw again. Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike 52. Smooth. Watch the slant. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Hey, man.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Guy and Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Coleman. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. That good for 22 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Check, set, 19, check, 53,
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And fights through one man. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Trubisky. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 45 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They will run again with Coleman. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run with Foreman. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Check 13, check 13.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 36 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Now Hausch can attack on the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Brandon Cooks, 61 yards. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
I'm coming. Check.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Throwing now, Watson steps away. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
Set. 19. 24. I'm trying to collect.
53.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This to make it a 3-score game late. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. So this likely just to get the final score a bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll have a go for 2 here.
Watch out.
One last shot for Trubisky. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
42. Redskins